Monday, November 20th. Now, on Wednesday, November 20th, 1963, my mom, Tessie, in the evening was on the telephone with my Aunt Peggy Serino, and they were talking about Kennedy. Yes, my mom loved to talk with Aunt Peggy Serino about Kennedy, John Kennedy, the president, and the first family. I mean, the other Kylie girls talked about politics from time to time, but Tessie and Peg, they would just get into it. They just so liked him. Kennedy was, well, he was a fresh new start. He was a promise of a new era. And his wife, Jacqueline, the first lady, she was beautiful and she was so sophisticated. And Aunt Peggy's husband, my Uncle Joe Serino, Tessie used to love to hear him say, Tessie girl, Tessie, Kennedy is a good man. He's a good man. He's a good statesman, Tessie. She would love, of course she agreed, but he would insist on saying it to her. Yeah. So they were on the phone for a while and they were talking about this, and Walt came out of the living room. It was just a little time before the Dick Van Dyke Show on Wednesday evening, and Walt went into the kitchen to get some coffee ice cream. Tessie got off the phone and she went into the kitchen and she said, Walter, if Rockefeller gets the Republican ticket next year, are you going to vote for him? Walt took the ice cream out of the freezer drawer and he said, well, good Lord, Tessie, that's a year from now. Walter, do you mean to tell me you might not vote for JFK? Well, I don't know. What? Walter Stead, you have to tell me right now that you are voting for John Kennedy. Well, all right, I'm voting for John Kennedy. Wait a minute. Are you just saying it? Do you mean it, or are you just saying it? Well, you told me to just say it. But are you saying it? Are you saying what you mean? Well, I'm saying what you mean, Tess. No, I don't want that. I want you to say what you mean. Well, I don't know what I mean until I mean it. Walter Stead, are you telling me that you might not? What are you saying to me? Tessie, do you even know what we're talking about? Walter Stead, I'm telling you this. You can't even have a political discussion without turning everything around. Well, you're the one who's turning it around. No, I am not. You're the one who's turning it around. You have turned it around. Walt looked helpless. He looked at me and I looked at the clock and I said, hey, Dick Van Dyke Show is on. Oh, Tessie charged right back into the living room. And my dad, Walt, was thankful for Dick Van Dyke. Well, we'll do another one tomorrow. See you then.